Good evening from Kings Park. This is a bit of a chilly 21 degree evening. My name is Tack. That there behind me is a pathway to success. And this is the Ironman in me. Tonight you join me walking around Kings Park, just taking it nice and easy. My knee pulled up really well yesterday after the coastal run, so I'm just taking it easy because we've got the park run tomorrow and I don't want to overdo the good work that I've put into getting this thing better. Look at that for a view. That's awesome. Today I had some fantastic news. I was talking with a friend who has been a police officer for over 26 years, and I was talking with him back last year. He was telling me about his experiences and what he was going through, and I suggested he might want to go and see his GP. Let's just say he wasn't down with that idea. Suck it up, mate, you'll be okay. You just need to go home and have a beer. A good night's sleep, that's what you need. Are all phrases that, for most people who have been in frontline service for a decade or so, would have heard from someone at some point. And in today's times, it really isn't good enough. We need to be looking after our people, and we need to be identifying people who have got PTSD. So when I was talking to my mate today, he told me that he's been to the doctor and he's been diagnosed with PTSD, and it was the best move he has ever done. He's now getting help for his symptoms, and his relationship is improving, and he is so thankful that we had that chat back end of last year. So I'm over the moon with that. That someone who has helped the community for so long is now getting the help that they need. So let's discuss PTSD and what benefits are available from going and seeing a psychologist. So PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, now that's a serious condition that affects many people who have experienced traumatic events of various kinds. Symptoms of PTSD can include flashbacks, nightmares like I had the other night, anxiety, and depression, as well as stress. Now, symptoms can make it very difficult for you to function in daily activities. As you've seen from my videos, some days I just can't get up. Some days I just don't want to get out. And this can have a significant impact on your overall well-being. One of the most effective ways to treat PTSD is through psychological interventions. Going and seeing a qualified person who can help you deal with your issues, other than turning to alcohol or just your mates down the pub. Now, don't get me wrong, social interactions are really important if you've got PTSD, but the best way is to see a qualified psychologist. When you go and see your psychologist, there are a number of different therapies that they can use that have been shown to be really effective. First one is going to be cognitive behavioural. See, my word finding. Cognitive behavioural therapy. Shortened to CBT. I can get that right. Then you've got eye movement desensitization reprocessing, which is EMDR. I've done that. And you've also got exposure therapy. So what is CBT, cognitive behavioural therapy? Got it right that time. So CBT is a form of therapy that helps you understand your thoughts, your feelings and your behaviours, and can help you change those if you need to. CBT can help you identify challenging and negative thoughts and also negative beliefs about yourself that are related to a traumatic event you may have been through. CBT is also really good at developing coping skills and strategies to help you manage your symptoms. Exposure therapy. Now, that's a form of therapy that involves gradually confronting and facing memories of traumatic events. This type of therapy can help you to process and make sense of the event which took place, and can also help reduce the intensity of any of the associated symptoms with that traumatic event. Now I've got to show you this little wagtail that is making all the noise. He was seriously one noisy bugger. And then you have EMDR, eye movement desensitization reprogramming, something that I've done a lot of, and I can tell you it is exceptionally effective. This form of therapy involves the use of eye movements and other stimulation to help you to process and make sense of traumatic memories. This type of therapy has been shown to be particularly effective in treating PTSD, and from a personal perspective, I can tell you it bloody well works. In addition to the 3 therapies I've just mentioned, there's also other psychological interventions which are beneficial for people with PTSD, stress, anxiety, depression. These are mindful-based therapies, such as yoga. And funny enough, bloke my size, I do yoga. I'm going to do a video on that at some point, but you have to promise that there's no sharing of this video and there's no laughing at me for it, because I usually do it in a room where you've got all these exceptionally fit people and there's me trying to stretch doing downward dog. But I still give it a go. The other therapy which is very useful, which I do, is meditation. So meditation is an exceptionally effective tool to have in your arsenal to help with PTSD. There are lots of forms of meditation, and there are a huge number of apps available to help you do that. And I'll do a video on those and show you what I use in the coming weeks. So all of these therapies, if you use them, can be exceptionally effective in your overall well-being. Now, I've missed one therapy out, and that's one you can do yourself. That is physical fitness. Keeping yourself physically fit, engaging in swimming, cycling, running, triathlon, any form of keeping yourself fit, even going out for a walk like I'm doing now, is an awesome way to help keep your mind healthy. And if you aren't getting out of the house, you aren't putting your runners on, you aren't going for a walk or a jog or a run, please, even if you haven't got PTSD, get out and do it. Take half an hour, 45 minutes, a couple of times a week. That's all you need to do, and you will seriously see the benefits in your life. Well, that's the sun going down on another day. And that's another video for me done. I'm so proud of my mate for taking that step, going and seeing his doctor, and ultimately getting the help he seriously needed. And that is so heartwarming for me to hear that from my mate, and that he's getting help. Especially on the back end of a week where I've experienced some negative issues. And hopefully we will have a good fun run tomorrow. Fun run, park run tomorrow. And my knee will hold up, which I expect it will. And we can start the weekend with 5Ks under our belt and a good achievement. So until then, I'm going to just enjoy the sun setting in Kings Park. And I will see you in the morning. See ya.